Okay, so our first example is log base 4 of 1 over 16 minus 4 times log base 4 of 4. And we can solve this by taking it term by term. So we can simplify each term first. Let's do log base 4 of 1 over 16. And if we set this equal to x, and we write this as 4 to the x equals 1 over 16. And we know that 4 squared is 16. So 4 to the negative 2 was going to give us 1 over 16. So in this case, x equals negative 2. So this entire term simplifies to negative 2. And then for the 4 times log base 4 of 4, we know that log base b of b always just simplifies to 1. So this is going to be minus 4 times 1. And then we have negative 2 minus 4 gives us negative 6, and that's our answer for part A. Then part B, we can also take this term by term. So we can start with this 15 times log base 8 of 2, which can be rewritten as log base 8 of 2 to the 15. And then we can rewrite this again, but it's going to get a little tricky. So we know that 8 is 2 cubed. So we want 2 cubed to some other power x that's going to give us 2 to the 15th. And since these have the same bases, then we can just set the exponents equal to each other. So 3x equals 15 gives us x equals 5. So this whole thing can be rewritten as log base 8 of 2 cubed to the 5th, which is essentially log base 8 of 8 to the 5th. And then 5 times log base 8 of 8. And then this simplifies to 1, so this whole thing is just 5. So this term equals 5. Then we have log base 8 of 64, which we know is just 8 squared. So if we bring down that 2, we have log base 8 of 8, which is just 1. Then this term simplifies to 2. And then finally, we have 3 times log base 8 of 4. And this can be rewritten as log base 8 of 4 cubed, which is just 64. And then we know that this then simplifies to 2, just like the top part. So this bottom is 2. So then we have 5 plus 2 over 2 is just 1. So we get 6 for part B. Then our last example is 7 times log base 25 of 5 minus 2 times log base 25 of 5, and then plus log base 25 of 1 over 625. So we can do this again by term. We have, let's look at the log base 25. 5 first. So this can be rewritten as log base 25 of 5 to the 7th, and then we can rewrite this again. We know that 25 is 5 squared, so we want 5 squared to the x equals 5 to the 7th. We just want another way to rewrite this with 5 squared as the base. So since they have 5 as a base, we can do 2x equals 7, then x equals 7 over 2. So this whole thing can be rewritten as log base 25 of 5 squared to the 7 over 2 power. And since 5 squared is just 25, then that log base 25 of 5 squared is going to cancel and is going to leave us with just 7 over 2. So this entire expression simplifies to 7 over 2. Then the next part, we have 2 times log base 25 of 5, which is the same as log base 25 of 5 squared, which is just 25. So this whole thing simplifies to 1. So we have minus 1. And then the last part, log base 25 of 1 over 625. We can set this equal to x and rewrite it. So we have 25 to the x equals 1 over 625. And then x equals negative 2 because 25 squared is 625. So this whole thing is going to be minus 2. So if we have 7 halves minus 1 minus 2, this whole thing is going to simplify to 1/2. And that's our answer for part C.